for your finances, and financial expert Mike Tryon from Tryon Investments joins us on Thursdays to answer your questions on money. Today we are looking at teaching children financial responsibility, and Mike will spend the next 3 weeks breaking down year by year how to make sure your kids secure their financial future. You're starting young, at age 1.
Yes, exactly.
Never too early, you say?
No, I don't think so. I think it develops discipline, and there's certain characteristics that they'll follow through into beyond their teenage years, into their adult years.
I love this. I love that you've broken it down for us, literally year by year. So let's start with 1-year-olds. Teach them to share with others. Simple concept. How does that translate into everyday life?
Basically, if they learn to share with others, might be toys, it might be whatever it is, at a 1-year-old, once they get into later life, they're more apt to bring in a roommate for an apartment, share a snowmobile from a neighbor. Just they'll get into that habit, and they'll end up throughout their life save money by doing that.
Save money by sharing. I like it. Going to 2-year-olds. Teach them to entertain themselves. This one is interesting.
It is, especially because my wife always says I'm a 2-year-old, so I've learned the art of entertaining myself.
That's okay. Most men are. Don't worry about that. What do you mean by this for when they're that young?
Well, it's going to help creativity. They don't have to have all the technical gadgets and all that. Learn to just figure out what might be blocks. It might be stuff out of the kitchen. Just learn to entertain themselves, and they'll help carry them through life that way, and they won't be apt to going out and have to spend money for pleasure, take expensive vacations if they get in that habit early, just to entertain themselves. And
doesn't it seem like the older that we get, or I get in life, the more expensive toys are for kids nowadays? It used to be that it was like, you know, little monkeys, and now it's these $300 iPad minis. So
that's inflation.
It's incredible. 4-year-olds, teach them that hand-me-downs are acceptable. This was one I learned in my family.
So did I.
Yeah.
No, basically, it might be clothes from an older sibling. It might be family friends. It might be toys. But if they get into that habit, they're more apt to not go out and have to spend a lot of money later on in life. They've gotten used to that and accustomed to that, and it's just kind of a way of life for them. They don't have to go out and buy the greatest and the most expensive things.
I'm so sorry. I also skipped 3-year-olds. I don't want to leave them out, so we're going to go back for a second. Teach them to accept no as an answer. This is a great one to end on today.
That's, you know, I'm a typical example of that. I want it now.
Right.
But if you get out of that syndrome and they learn that you're going to have no's throughout your life, it's going to help carry you through. It's going to help you with your financial discipline. You're not going to expect to have it double overnight. And it just will bring on that trait. No's part of life, and it will help you develop the skill to understand how to win. You'll have the drive and perseverance to overcome a no. So I just think it's a good thing.
Great tips. We're not done. Mike's going to be here again the next 2 weeks to continue on. We'll go with 5-year-olds next. We do want to say a special thank you because some people were asking about your great financial advice. So thank you to Cedar Rapids Endodontics, specifically Dr. Peek and Dr. Voss. They just wanted you to give them a shout out because they watch you every week. So.
An absolute shout out, and just for them, I brought my teeth today. So they're in. So
a big smile.
Exactly.
Justin's got your forecast when we come back. Stay with us.